Alright, what's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Bellart Wright. And we are live. Okay. So, tonight will be a stream dedicated to research. And of course, we'll be playing, as you can see, Darksiders 3. Plan on doing a guide for this game, but I guess I'll explain it in a bit. What's different between this guide and the other guides. So just making sure everything is all set. If the audio is strange tonight, it'll be because I did implement some changes. And these changes are to make capturing my voice a little bit better, but not exactly sure how that's going to come out. So if there's any funkiness with the audio, it's because I implemented some changes and I wasn't able to really test them out. But hopefully this will come through. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing started. So, in one moment. Right. Okay, so this game, out of the 3 games in the series so far, for me is a bit unique. So these are the 3 files I have. So the thing is, with the first 2 games, I was able to just jump into those and record those no problem because I had beaten them previously, which is the same with this one. I beat this one previously as well. But between me beating the game and coming back to it, number 3 has way more challenges, or I'm looking at the difficulty over there. Number 3 has way more changes to it than either the first or the second game. Changes that affect the gameplay, well, that really change the gameplay to something almost entirely different. So with number 1 and number 2, even though I hadn't played those games for years before I decided to record them for a walkthrough, they were easy. Especially the first one, because I think the first one I had beaten a couple of times anyway. I had beat at least twice, maybe 3 times previously. And the first one is so short that you could just run through it and, you know, you can pick up everything. It's one of those types of games where it's really easy to just pick up everything on the first go round. And as a matter of fact, if I had actually done more research ahead of doing that guide, the run that I had of that game would have went even faster. But this one in particular needs a research stream, unlike the first 2, because, like I said, the changes are just staggering. And not only that, but the design of the game is such that you don't really have a map to show you where items are, and there is no map at all anyway. So traversal requires memorization. And even though the first 2 games also required memorization, the map really helped move things along. So I'm hoping that this is going to help me just memorize where items were located. It's been about 2 years since I last played this game. I'm hoping going through will help me memorize where certain items are. And as you can see, I'm already 10 hours into Reckoning difficulty. Currently, this is a recent file. I played this file as of a week and a half ago. So I do have a little bit of experience with Reckoning. And just a little bit more before we get started. A little bit more. Again, this will be a research stream, and The thing about making a walkthrough with this game, there's so many ways to approach it. Like, I want to just hop in here and just start playing it. Even if you don't consider the changes, well, I think I should reconsider how I say this. I guess despite the changes, or really, honestly, because of the changes, it's giving me like several different ways to approach this that makes this infinitely more complicated. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to just hop in here quite simply, start on the reckoning difficulty, and play default playstyle. How do they term this? Actually, let me see what term they use to determine the gameplay. I actually forget. Let me load up the file right quick. I actually want to see how they describe the different things. And this is getting more complicated even now. Let me go ahead and turn off the banners here. It's complicated even explaining this to you guys, but maybe I'm just making it more complicated. But anyways, there's really 4 different ways to play this, to just start the game off. There's 4 distinct choices I can make. 4 distinct combinations of choices. So, let's see, how do they describe this? So combat mode and difficulty. So this is where our choices come in at. With combat mode, you have default and classic. Default and classic. I started this off with default and reckoning, which is probably what I'm going to do for the stream. Classic changes things to where the gameplay is more in line with the classic series, whereas default keeps this game's soul-like approach or souls-like approach to combat. So in general, the combat system is the same between both modes, but default, which is how this game shipped, default makes it so the animations are more deliberate and there's less animation canceling. So it's like Souls in the way that once you pick an attack, once you choose to attack, you have to follow through with that attack. There's no canceling out of that animation. So once you press R1 in a Souls game, you're committed to that strike and there's no canceling out of it. You have to commit to it. You can't do any other action until that strike is done. So that's going to be default mode. And here as well, once you commit to an attack, you aren't going to be able to cancel out of it. However, with classic mode, you are able to cancel out of certain animations. I don't know if it's everything. I didn't get to experiment very frequently with classic mode. I just changed it. But while playing default and reckoning, I did experience some frustration when mobbed by multiple enemies. No matter how good I got at the game, I actually forgot how to play even now. But there we go. Okay, going from like Chronos, from Vampire to Chronos to this is really crazy. What just hit me? It's a lot of cheap stuff that happens in this game too. So the reason I really like I want to approach this, I'm going to approach on stream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play default and reckoning together. But I'm not going to do that for the walkthrough because if I do it for the walkthrough, it's going to require heavy editing because there's going to be a lot of pointless deaths. And that's what I want to avoid with default reckoning playthrough, is just pointless death after pointless death that just is going to pretty much equate to several additional hours of runbacks that are unnecessary. Because the thing with Reckoning mode is enemies do more damage. I believe you do less damage. And the way the enemies attack are so annoying, really. There we go. Okay, that was fine. But once you get like more than one enemy, like even if you get like 2 or 3 enemies, the game just like it does not work if you're doing default. It just even if the enemies are like way weaker than you, it's just the way they can interrupt your attacks and things like that. It just doesn't really work. So, which is why I want to avoid that for a walkthrough, for instance. So the purpose of the walkthrough is going to be to play the game in the most efficient way possible. So that's why I say I have a couple of choices here. I've narrowed down my choices after playing the game. You're doing one of 2 things: to either playing with default mode on, but starting on apocalyptic instead of reckoning, which I haven't even really completed an apocalyptic playthrough, to be honest. I'll show you guys my, I guess, achievement list so far for the game. There we go. Trophy list, achievement list, whatever. I got about half of the, I got a little bit more than half. So I haven't beaten it on apocalyptic yet. I haven't gotten Soul Reaper, and I haven't defeated that many enemies in Havoc mode. But as you can see, I played the game way back December 2018, and since then there have been a ton of changes. I don't even think there was a reckoning mode back when I was playing it. I think apocalyptic was the highest, and I was actually just getting around to playing on apocalyptic. I think I started apocalyptic and then took the difficulty down to challenging, just to kind of get a feel for the game instead of just getting punished all the time. And I was actually having fun on apocalyptic once I beat the game on challenging and learned basically how to play it. It took me, you know, quite a long time to, you know how to play the game and to figure out the best strategies to cheese everything. So the thing is, I've only, even on Reckoning, I've only completed about half of the game, maybe even less than half. Can't quite remember. And this is the easier half. The rest of it only gets more difficult going forward, and you're only challenged with fighting even bigger mobs of enemies from here on forward. I completed I just recently beat I think, what's his name? I don't think it's Nathaniel. I think Uziel. I think Uziel's the angel in this one. I recently defeated Uziel's champion, the angelic champion. And that was really difficult. I was only able to do that because the fight glitched out, and I wish I actually recorded that for you guys. But I was actually only able to do that because the fight glitched out. It was my first attempt, so maybe I shouldn't say I only defeated it because the fight glitched out. There we go. Wait, why is it? I'm trying to figure out why it explodes so late. But yeah, for stream, I'll be doing default reckoning. The thing is, it got to the point where I was just like avoiding combat and just running around to collect things. And that's when I knew, I'm like, there's no way I can play through this, do this walkthrough this way, because I'm actively avoiding combat just to get items to make the game easier. So, I mean, that is a strategy for the game, but it doesn't feel like. And now on default reckoning, you know, I have to. If it was classic, I could just pop the heal and keep moving. But on default reckoning, I have to wait for the animation to complete. So I don't know. I might not even do this stream on default reckoning mode. That's the thing. And an additional thing is combat does not give you any experience. I don't know if this is a reckoning mode only thing, but I'm not getting any experience for defeating even the most difficult of enemies. So that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, is like which mode gives what experience. I don't know if there's a difference in experience between the different modes, but let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try something different. I don't think I'm actually this far on apocalyptic. Could be, but I'm not sure. I don't think I can load from here. I guess let me check that out. Okay, so I'm gonna see how far I am in the other file, apocalyptic file. I'm gonna check the experience point values out. Cargo ship, apocalyptic. So I did get here faster on apocalyptic mode. I don't know what took me so long on reckoning. I guess just farming everything. Well, I did go certain places early in reckoning when I was doing it. I guess that maybe what did some of that. Because there are certain places here I probably haven't visited, like certain areas in the underground. I spent a decent amount of time trying to defeat the I forgot what that enemy's called.
What would you ask of this humble?
Wow, I'm actually here a lot sooner than I am in reckoning mode. All right.
Please take your time.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's go over here. Test this out. I just want to see what experience you get for. Probably write this down so I remember it. Yeah, my plan was actually to just start the stream today, just like start the game. But even now I have a lot of questions in terms of like how I want to play this thing. All right, 0 experience. Let's see what these guys get you. These guys get you. $28. 28 apiece for those guys. And this is on classic because I was testing it out back then. Just as well. Hold on. Oh. Okay, with classic you can just get basically free heals. You don't gotta worry about the animation is what I should say. There we go. How much is that? That is, what did I have? 56. 56 to 238 is 82. 3 gives 82. Did I do that right? Did I do that math right? I think I did. I hope I did. Let me actually check this stream out right quick. This, if I did that math right. 56. $82. Right. Oh, 182. I'm an idiot. 182. Alright. It's kinda right, but not really. Now, there's one exploit I was glad that they kept around. And that's this move here. I'll show you guys. It's actually, hold on. I thinking too much stuff at once. I should have been keeping up with the amount of points that I got. Let's see, at 3, 8, 125. Okay, so don't have a pencil, fortunately. I think this will do. Got what? 56. Okay, so 125, 238, and 56. 125 for this guy, who isn't that difficult because you can spam him with the move I was about to show you guys. You can spam him out with uppercut. You just loop that around. Most enemies you can spam out with this as long as there's no additional enemies around you. You can even do it if you catch 2 of them at once. You can just stun lock them into this. You got to make sure the timing is good. It's a delayed attack, so you got to do like square. I'll see if I can do the sound for you guys. And my audio is a little bit fast for whatever reason too, my vocal audio, but I'll see if I can get the button pressed for you guys. So 1, 2, whoops, messed it up. 1, 2, 3. You gotta do it a little bit faster than I'm doing it. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there's a delay for between attack number 1 and attack number 2. So 1, delay, 2, then immediately press square for that one. You can do pretty well with that in terms of stun locking the enemies. Let's see if we can get the name of that attack. Make this easier for you guys. So this is Ripcord Plus, or no, this is just Ripcord. This is Ripcord. Square, delay, square. Square, delay, square. That's pretty good for taking care of nearly anything except for this asshole in the chair. Anyways. Oh, maybe not this asshole either. Maybe I can't take care of him with that. Ooh, actually, it's good for him too. Definitely good for this guy. Messed it up. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, so we got the experience values. I'm really only gonna do the first couple of enemies anyway, so let's go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and check that out on Reckoning. So I think this is going to ultimately help me decide how I'm going to do this. If you don't get experience in Reckoning mode like that, I'm just going to not mess with it in terms of first playthrough. So I'll probably do Apocalyptic default and then Reckoning default. Otherwise, I'll do Classic Reckoning and run it through like that instead. Because there's really, you can do Reckoning default or default Reckoning, but that's just frustration, man. It's just pure frustration. You could definitely do it, but you'll be bashing your head against the wall. There's some strategies for that. I guess at the end of the day, these are 3 different gameplay styles. And I think the purpose of my walkthrough so far have been walkthroughs for kind of just normal players. You do get the same amount of experience, okay. At least for those guys. Let's make sure it's the same. Up here. Oh, okay, you changed it between all the profiles. Okay. You changed the combat mode between all the playstyles when you do that. Fair enough. Fair enough. Don't lock him. I'm still locking this asshole. He's just a uniquely terrible enemy type. Come on. Jesus. Alright. All my souls went here. Damn it. that completely removes the purpose of me doing all that. Okay, I can at least do check this guy out. Okay, so he gave me 125 last time. Let's see if it does the same here. So this should be your strategy for any red eye enemy, is that little combo there. Okay, so let me double check that. I'm not paying attention to the numbers. So I had 294. Now I have 419. 4 125. Okay. Experience is the same between the modes. At least between these 2 modes. I could do a double check of challenging too. And just for curiosity's sake, I do want to actually do that. So let's check that out. So this makes things even more difficult for me. Like I was hoping to narrow that down a bit easier. But so yeah, my history with the game is I played it December of 2018, and this is like right after I did the guide for Darksiders 1. And I think I started the guide for Darksiders 2. Actually, started playing this as well in the background. Had a lot of fun with it. Where am I at? Here. And challenging in and of itself was actually pretty difficult. Right down to it. This character's pretty OP at this point, level 62.
Good eating. Please take your time.
So I think what I'm leaning towards, I'll probably just do default reckoning for research anyway. For the research stream, I'll do default reckoning, and then switch over to, for the walkthrough, I'll probably do apocalyptic reckoning, and then switch over to, or I'll do default apocalyptic and switch over to default reckoning for the walkthrough. There's really no point. Ow. Like I'm healing. Well, this thing has healing on it. That's cool. This thing has a lot of healing on it. What am I using? Yeah, I need to use that going forward. Using the chaos. 6% of damage return as health. And 200% havoc. Back when I first played, havoc sucked. Havoc sucked so hard. I forget they give you a lot of weapons too. And this is I heard that they added some new hollows to the game as well. I finally did get some armor. That wasn't there when I first played either. There's a lot of items that just wasn't there when I first played. Cheese them out with the same combo. Okay. Again, I wasn't paying attention to the thing I was supposed to pay attention to. Let me double check that. This guy. 7596. Beating this guy. 7778. $182. That guy gave 182. All right. So same stuff all the way around. Okay, experience is the same no matter what difficulty. Good to know. All right, so it just comes down to how I want to play. So for the guide, I will do default apocalyptic, and then for new game plus it'll be default reckoning. For the stream, as advertised, we're gonna do default reckoning. So let's go ahead and get to it. So how long did it take me to figure all of that out? It took me 45 minutes to figure out all of that out. So you guys are in for a very interesting time, these streams. Okay, new game. Reckoning file is gonna get ass blasted. Yep. Let's see how they describe the difficulties. Excuse me. Story for players who are looking for less of a challenge. Balance for players who are looking for a challenging but fair experience. Challenging for players who are looking for an elevated challenge. This is how I defeated the game before, and I was just doing apocalyptic. Having a blast, really. I stopped playing, I think, to play more Darksiders 2. And then there was a bunch of other games as well. I think I was doing Lost Kingdoms at the time. Probably a month of FromSoft going on. Oh yeah. Or Horseman Apocalypse. The ultimate Darksiders difficulty, dodge windows reduced, enemy damage and health drastically increased. Which is annoying. Which is probably why it's better to do default apocalyptic. But it is what it is. We're gonna do default. I'm not doing nightmare mode. Not at all. Nightmare mode is when you die, your save file is deleted. So because this is not a
dreams more thrilling than
maybe
reality.
I should watch the cutscene.
Had I known the new pact would be so exciting, I would have let walls separate my head from my neck then and there. Is it possible to die of boredom?
I'll watch the damn cutscenes. Damn it. Alright, whatever. No, I'll skip these first few. I was gonna watch them, but
Please, please, please.
they won't let me go back to the main menu. I'm just skipping to get back to the area where I got to before. Oh, lurchers, experience points.
Fury, we're close to one of the 7. I just know it. I hope that's not
Oh, you missed him. You really don't have to fight these guys. Cool thing is, this does give me a full thing of wrath to use in the fight. The stupid thing is, I've taken way too much damage. So, yeah. There are items here. Oh, I guess it's random. Oh no, there are items. Okay. Wrath shard. I think there was a health shard somewhere around here too. I remember using one. One has the health shard. This. Maybe I missed it at the beginning. At least I thought I remember it having a health shard already. Thought there was a health shard. Guess I was wrong. Either that or I just forgot where it is. And if anybody's chatting at me, I apologize. My chat window is down. Now it's back. Guess I misremember. I could have swore there was a health pickup over here. Maybe it was that wrath shard. Alright. I most assuredly am gonna die. This part. Even when I go in at full health, I get hard owned by envy here. Oh, she hit me up. She hit me. Shit. Oh, I missed. Oh, I didn't. Got her. She lingers a bit when she teleports, which is a good thing. For whatever reason, I used to actually get tagged a lot on this part when she's charging up. Just a little, I think. That's the thing you gotta remember, Josh. That's the thing that's a little bit harder to dodge. I like how Fury learns as she goes. That's pretty cool. Like she got tagged by that attack in the cutscene the first time, and second time not so much. Crap. I'm all out of sorts here. She does a couple of these. Sometime lose her on. I don't know why my timing on that is so off. You can still easily lose this if you're not careful.
Pretty. Come and get it. That's mine!
Oh, mistress, not to be a bother, but weren't you supposed to catch envy?
I did.
Catch a corpse.
This talisman.
It's a vessel. Envy used it to hold energies from the rest of the seven.
It will make a fitting prison for the others once their physical forms have been broken.
If I may, there is a sort of hum emanating from the talisman. That glow.
Will indicate when one of the seven is nearby. I know.
So wise. You are all that the council promised, Mistress.
I'm beginning to enjoy the sound of your voice, Watcher.
Stuff like that is gonna come in handy. That's your healing shard. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. My strat is typically to do...
Of the struggle between order and
And apologies, it looks like the
you have set for yourself
my
an
internet has
unenviable
dropped
task, given these environs.
for a little bit.
That's what makes it fun.
It's been like that for the last couple of weeks now. So I got somebody coming out tomorrow or Wednesday morning to look at it.
Their hubris will lead me right to them.
Perhaps.
Stop talking. Oh man, why did they put this in a Darksiders game? Stop. Took forever for that conversation to end. It's gonna annoy me every time I play this. I don't think this was blue before. Oh, the thing fell. I forgot to look at it.
I knew that war would one day unleash all this. But seeing it, his gifts are impressive.
May I remind you, you have no peer among your hosts.
Sometimes you get your respite refilled just for combat. It's a RNG chance. I actually don't mind. Hey, look at these idiots just attacking right through me. I would rather die than use up a resource that could be useful in a boss fight. So I got a couple of these small healing shards here. I got one. I'm gonna wait to use that until I actually need to. So they kill me, it's fine. I get my 2 respites back. And they're gonna put me at that Vulgrim plinth over there. Come on, guys. That worked out. Gonna be a mob down here. Do be careful, you can't get snuck up on from behind. Here comes the mob. Out of here. For the mobs, I think it's fine to button mash. Typically you don't want to button mash in the games, but for these types of mobs it's fine. Like overall, I haven't really come up with a strategy to deal with mobs of enemies like at all. That's gonna be something I'm gonna have to learn how to do. If I did develop a strategy before, I at least can't remember what that strategy was. So there are enemies here that can sneak up on you. I'm gonna try to take care of them before they can sneak up on me. And again, the healing is random, so sometimes you're gonna get a lot of it. Or I should say the health replenish. Very random. I do not know how to deal with these idiots when they mob up on you like that. Probably just save that. You're still alive? How? That attack did no damage. I'm gonna try to... Your timing is complete bullshit. I don't like you at all, sir. Yeah, he literally kept hitting me at the inopportune times. The most inopportune times. Right, and don't sleep on those lurchers. They come in handy. Another wrath shard. I'm gonna try to fight him, but that's as long as I don't lose too much HP here. I lost a lot of HP. I'm still gonna attempt the fight. Very bright. Otherwise, the strat is just to get this item here and to run. So I'm probably just gonna do that. Get that fortifier. Matter of fact, you can get that. You can equip it like right away. Make life a lot easier. You guys missed that. I'm sorry, my internet blows. What I was saying is he did the scoop thing. They put me way back here. He did the scoop thing, right? And the scoop thing comes out much faster than it looks. So unfortunately, I don't have the scoop thing to display to you guys because the internet went down. But you guys will know what a scoop looks like when you see it. But the scoop comes out much faster than is displayed. So be careful about that. We'll try them again. I don't like these guys sneaking up on me. You still hit me. You why make basic enemies that fast? Like there's no need for it. Stop. But really, truth be told, there is no reason to fight that guy, so I'm actually gonna skip it. I'm actually gonna skip it. This is really just a strat to get you guys through the game, so I'm just gonna skip that fight. I think it's nice to learn his patterns, but this run back is kind of annoying. And really all this stuff before the run back is super annoying too, so screw it. Yeah. If you guys want to fight, I'm okay with that. Oh, everybody want to fight now. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Every fucking body want to fight now. Let's see, this is where classic mode will come in at. So you could thin the herd much better. You know what? Let's get him going. These guys are still around. Good. Should be looking at the big guy. He's going crazy. Ooh, he hit me good with that. Forgot he had that. Jesus. This guy who was the annoying one. Oh my god. The frames dropped, or the internet dropped again, it looks like. So you guys didn't see me deal with all that, looks like. But yeah, I did eke out a victory over big guy there. I got a last minute just dodge, or just, I forget what they call it. Arcane counter, I think, maybe. But yeah, the strat with this guy is once you get Havoc, go ahead and go to town on him once you fill out that Havoc gauge. I didn't want to fight him, but once I saw that Havoc fill up, I was like, might as well. So,
Perhaps there are.
he gives more experience than I actually expected him to give.
Not my concern.
I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these healing shards just to get me through this next area. And we are getting to the point where we can buy them pretty soon, so
It's
I'm not gonna worry about.
But is it just me, or is it unfixed?
It is a myth. Most likely we will find refuge there.
Hoping the enemy started dropping them too. But whatever. I might die up here. There's a swarm of enemies, including this guy. I do my best to get them to one side of me, but they do whatever the hell they want to do. You know what? Don't want to die to you guys. I don't remember if this was even worth it. Yeah, it is. That's a large number of souls right there. Come on down. Alright, Volgrim's pretty soon. Sweet, and I got a healing. Gonna use. This is really the best one-on-one attack you can get because it just disrupts everything they do. Your other attacks kind of leave it to the point where you can be exploited, like you can be left open.
Aren't we making a mighty ruckus?
Says the demon who announces his ambush.
It was not my intention to do battle, horseman. such a passionate little thing, aren't we?
Do not test my patience.
Very well. War is too hazardous an occupation for myself,
Yeah.
Horseman. I am here in the name of blind capitalism.
I think they do that shit on purpose.
I am Warden, merchant of the damned, a trader who
Those
deals
little
in
name
souls
puns.
for profit. Even in the face of the apocalypse, one must endeavor to earn a living.
And whose souls do you trade in?
Angel, demon, or even human. All souls have value to me. I've seen the trail of bodies you've left in your wake.
What would I require from you?
That depends. What are your needs?
Information. The 7 deadly sins.
Whispers on the wind say that the fabled horsemen are but pawns in a larger game. Victims of a grand setup.
What do you know?
I know that the first one's free. Call for me if you have souls to trade, and perhaps you will consider my wares valuable.
You know, they keep their cards to their chest pretty hard in this series. Like, whatever this grand conspiracy thing is, they have not really revealed what the hell is going on with it.
Good eating. This.
Alright, I
will
got
be
some
fun for both of us,
souls.
as you wish.
For what I understand of the souls, and I could be wrong, maybe I should do more research, but I think it's fairly safe to keep a large number of souls on you, because I don't think your souls disappear like in Dark Souls. I think I could be wrong about that, but it seems to be that your souls just stay there regardless. I don't know.
Good eating.
Guess we could level up.
Take your time.
And this is where you could buy the healing item, but that's a waste of time for me. This refills the Nephilim's respite. Let's save and get like another rejuvenation core, which helps with exploration. I don't really have anything too crazy coming up. I could start speccing into
As you
physical power, but I think HP is the way to go. I'm going to
This will be fun for both
let's
of
just
us.
level up.
As you wish.
You know, I want to see how far I can get without leveling up. I know Volgrim's, or I know the Maker's area is coming up too.
They live to confound and feed of the scraps of a world they help destroy.
Indeed they do.
But despite his thirst for souls, Volgrim may be a useful tool on this journey.
Oh, you guys are just shit. I'm just unlucky here. This is very unlucky. Extremely unlucky to get all of them at the same time. Extremely unlucky. HP dude, thank you. Oh, you know, I forgot this last time I came through here. What is this? Lurchers. I got a decent amount of lurchers, actually. Grand, wow. 1,075. That's a lot. It's gonna be 300 and 300 again. So that's that'll get me up to 5 grand if I really need to. Trying to figure out what's more worth it, the HP or the rejuvenation core. At this point, I don't know. We'll definitely be back through here pretty soon, actually. I also need to figure out how I'm going to do. I don't know why it's so hard to talk when I'm wearing these headphones.
The length these roots have grown. They seem to have taken over everything.
But
Indeed, mistress.
I'm also going to try to figure out how I'm going to collect these things. Like in which order I'll be collecting stuff. Come on down. I don't want to fight everybody at once. I know there's, I think, a guy over there, and there's these guys here. So, oh, he's there. Come on, damn! Somebody come, and they're all come at once. Shit. Pretty shit. And there's a guy over here. Guys in every direction. Did I read that right? Was it 3 enemies up there, 1 enemy there, and then 2 enemies over here? Is that how that went down? It seems like 1 too many enemies. Maybe I slapped one of those enemies over here by mistake. I cannot wait to move, man. A lot of unnecessary noise here. Who are you guys? Oh, is the guy who throws shit down here too? Jesus. Oh my god. And that's why reckoning mode sucks. Not gonna lie though, that was my fault. Because I knew the guy was behind me, but I was trying to take this guy out. I don't like these basic enemies, how they just like leap way across, like out of your whip's range. In a way that doesn't look natural at all. It's definitely like just a pure gameplay consideration. I think the green guy should be like more basic. Cause that right there is enough of a thing to have to deal with that their hyper armor attack. But then them having like this dodge thing that carries them like way across the stage is kind of ridiculous. I think this attack used to have more hyper armor too. Their little charge attack, but I don't remember. 2 years ago. I don't know what they're doing there. Neighbors upstairs are so weird. Okay, so there's 3 there, 1 there. Okay, so there's 4, and then there's 1 more around the corner. Out of here. Oh. See, the whip is so weird. Like, you'd think the whip would have like whipped around and hit both, but for whatever reason, man, this whip hitbox is trash. It doesn't go long either. Like, it's not as long as you want a whip to be. Like her whip kind of functions like a sword. That's kind of always been the problem this game has had. Her whip is very linear in terms of how it works. Fuck you guys. Oh, I got hit again. Fuck. No, not again. Not again. Jesus. Come on down, somebody. Why is he so fast? He got down here faster than they did. I hate that guy. That guy really wanted to ruin my day. He almost did. So this is the thing with Reckoning, like, and it's kind of all right. Welcome back. Just went ahead and took a pause so you guys can catch up whatever the hell I'm doing here. Man, I pay a decent amount of cash for this internet. Kind of sucks that it's on a fritz. I don't know what you missed. Let me actually go back.
Here, if anyone.
What was? You guys caught most of what I just did. Oh nope, you guys didn't catch me going up on the roof. That sucks. Anyways, I got the souls that were up on the roof. I don't know what I said, but probably wasn't too important anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get that extra Nephilim's respite. It's probably just smarter to use the experience points, but right now I do want to get that extra bit of healing. Wow, and perfect.
What would you ask of this humble? Take your time.
Oops, I went to sell. We're just gonna get the rejuvenation core early. Health regenerated. Oh, this just increases the amount restored. I don't really need this yet then. I don't really need this yet. I can wait on that. Because I already get a decent amount of HP restored. I thought it added another charge to it. Okay, cool.
As you wish.
What I'll do here is, what I always do is I do the first couple of levels go to HP. I think really the first 10 levels to HP is probably the best way to go.
Behind me, wee ones. Let me tend to our uninvited guests. A horseman.
Fury, currently reserving the right to kill you where you stand. And you are?
Surprised, and more than a little relieved. Call me Ulthane Blackhammer.
So you'll not be flattening me today?
A maker, are you not?
Aye, when there's something to make. Today, my skills are only aimed towards instruments of death.
This is not your war.
No, not theirs neither. Like your council, I care for balance, horsemen. Humans, frail as they be, are part of the balance. Surely you're here to help protect them.
Wrong question.
A tribe of useless, hairless simians whose greatest talent was inventing ingenious new ways to divide and destroy one another. They could suffer forever or die tomorrow, and I wouldn't bat an eye either way.
And what is your business here?
What do they call you?
Jones.
Jones, question me again with your last breath.
Look around. Look what's happened here. Do you honestly think anything scares me now?
Easy, lad. This one's none for trifles.
Yeah? What do I have to lose? This moronic conflict makes you all look so stupid. Angel, demon, horseman, even maker. What are you even fighting for, huh? Tell me.
Strife got so much angst. Spoiler. This one I'm not gonna care about spoiling
you may
things.
Continue breathing, Jones.
Horseman,
Just streaming it.
please. To have you on our side would turn the tide in ways we cannot measure. Humanity might stand a chance.
While my mission does involve balance, it does not require them. I am here to root out the 7 deadly sins and return them to the Council. No less, no more.
What if I can help you? That bit of chain you carry could use some work.
I sincerely doubt that.
It really can.
I'm faring quite well without any help.
Of course. But in case you missed the moniker, I am a maker who specializes in instruments of destruction, chaos, and the deliverance of pain. So it stands to reason that we little Ulthane could enhance your arsenal if your horsemanship would give me the chance.
In exchange for...
Humanity will not survive without aid. If you come across any humans on your journey, please direct them here. Haven is the only place they might be sufficiently protected.
Direct them. How do you expect the apes to cross a battlefield and find you?
Oh, I don't. They'll need this. The bridge. Only humans can use it. One touch, they're sent to Haven.
Must I touch them? I accept your offer, Maker. Though I doubt it will make your collection any less useless.
We have a non-deal, then. As a show of good faith, a gift. Wrath.
Where?
You seek a pit of hellstretch set in the Nether. Beneath
The Nether.
the city. And please, horsemen.
Yes, yes. I will shepherd the wee ones your way, pointless as it may be.
We'll see. And remember, Fury. The doors of Haven stand open to any who ask.
So this is before Darksiders 1. This is both after and before Darksiders 1. This is before War gets sent on his quest. Or maybe he gets sent like right after. I don't know. I don't really know how the timeline works because he's not there once we go back later. So Fury's journey takes a little bit of time. I don't think there's any items. Any items over here. These guys don't really say much of anything.
I'm glad I'm not out there anymore.
I can finally sleep safe.
Or I should rephrase, they don't say much of anything that enhances you or the story in any way. I don't think I have any upgrade materials yet.
Hey there. Hey there. Hey, horseman. You by horseman or horse lady? Or horse person?
This is the
Hey,
first
horseman.
time.
You by horseman or horse lady? Or horse...
Haven welcomes you. Haven welcomes you. Well met, horseman.
I don't want to
Welcome,
repeat the first two lines.
Greetings, horseman. Well met, horseman. Greetings,
That's definitely
horseman.
Alistair Duncan. His voice is very recognizable.
He is certainly committed to his cause.
Ulthane, he is blind to what truly matters.
Perhaps, yes.
Just another pawn who will never understand the game into which he's been played. And he does love the sound of his own voice, doesn't he?
Not like anyone I know.
Did you say something?
Okay, so I had a build before in a way of doing things to make life easier for myself later in the game, or not even later, make things easier for myself pretty soon after this part. So for now, I'm going to actually avoid leveling this enhancer up. This enhancement, I should say. I'm going to avoid leveling up enhancements until I get to level got an adamantine. Until I get to the Juggernaut enhancement. And then I'm going to focus on the Juggernaut and the Arcane Obscurus enhancement. That's fine, we're going to come up here. Where you at, man? Alright, this is going to be a goddamn mess right here. But we're gonna do it anyway. Ain't good. Fire flotation. Is he down here? Okay, I think he stopped following me. Fantastic. Now at this point, I think the strat is probably best to avoid enemies, honestly. Only thing with me is I can never remember which items are the most important. So regardless, I'm gonna end up running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Who would it? One down. Ooh, that was cool. Is there another one? You guys keep coming out of fucking nowhere. Alright, screw you guys. I'm over it. Alright. I think I've collected everything that I can possibly collect. And there's this guy over here. He drops a pretty good item. You just gotta avoid his first attack. Let's see what we can do though. Okay, cool. Now we can stun lock him into this. There we go, that worked out. So he drops adamantine and he's guarding Lurcher Cluster. Good take homes.
Please, no, just kill me. Stop your blubbering, human. Come to me. Now. Do you want to
Come
live?
with me if you want to live.
What? If you want to live, I can send you to a safe place.
I'm probably gonna make that joke multiple times on multiple playthroughs.
Touch it. Idiots. It's a miracle they ruled the Earth for as long as they did.
I'm surprised they know anything about human history. Seemed like they didn't. Alright. So one strat is just to run through here.
It smells like death in here. Trust me. We shared a room 1,000 years ago.
Why'd they share a room with that? I always found that line weird.
What would you... This,
I tend to give Vulgar my souls whenever I get them.
as you wish. Farewell for now.
Just seems to make life easier. I'm gonna get that to 10. These guys can be avoided. There's no real reason to go down there. I don't think there's any items. These guys can be a pain in the ass. They do a decent amount of damage. It's best to take these eggs out like as soon as you can, basically. I don't think there's a good reason to fight these guys. Let me see if they change anything. It's been so long since I've done all this. Gotta make funny sound effects. Alright, what about you guys? Now, Explosive Phoenix brought up a good point yesterday when I was playing Chronos. He mentioned that it's a little strange how Fury doesn't carry a gun like her brothers. Oh, there you go, Phoenix. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, just mentioned you. Yeah, I was just thinking when I was fighting those insects that it does feel a little bit strange after coming from Darksiders 2. That Fury doesn't have her guns. The combat. I don't know. I like this combat. I liked it a lot the first time I played it. After playing 2 for like a long amount of time and really kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of that combat system, I prefer 1 and 2's combat system. But maybe that's because I haven't gotten to late game yet. I've only gotten to the mid game. Well, mid game as 2 years ago. Now mid game is totally different. There's so much to do now. That mid game probably counts to where. Probably counts to like once you get to Lust. That's probably mid game now. Guys can really be a pain in the ass. Not careful. They hit exceptionally hard. Nah, yeah, when I first played this, combat was like, it took me a while to get used to it, but once I did, once I got some additional weapons, and once I got the right enhancements, combat was like started flowing a lot better. But even with that said, would I say that this is the best combat? I still don't think it's the best. Ooh, there's cool stuff like that though. Ooh, look at that shit. Matter of fact. Alright, let me not use all of that up. I remember when I first played how sucky Havoc mode was. Havoc mode was completely pointless. It was really just a point of it was really only useful to like get out of damage for a little bit, because it did no damage. It was like a stall tactic. Dang it, I don't want to knock him down. Yeah, Fury has a lot of weapons. She has more weapons than War. Technically, I think if we just go by the type of weapon, I think she has more weapons than Death as well.
Being observant is literally in your name.
And there's a lot I haven't even gotten to try yet. There's a lot of her new stuff that I haven't gotten to try yet. Apparently she has alternate modes for her hollow abilities. So I haven't gotten to try that yet. I haven't gotten to try different armor sets. Like I say, my opinions on this game are very outdated. I'm still thinking back to 2018 when I actually beat the game. Alright, dude. Shit. Shit. Stop it. He's a problem. Oh, Jesus. Could not escape that guy. Yeah, I think her design is really cool. Her design is super neat. I like how her hollow has powers that affect the environment too. Like how you can do the blue hollow and then you can freeze the water. I think stuff like that's really cool. But as much as I like this game, I wish they did not go the Dark Souls route. Like at first I thought it was really neat, but after replaying the first two and then coming back to this one, it just should have kept it the same, really. Same, but you know, had her unique abilities. Like if they just kept a lot of the stuff they put in here, like the Hollow's abilities, her various platform abilities, and all the magic and stuff she has, it would have been fine. Just put it in like the same format as a regular Darksiders game. Because it's more fun where you can like fight multiple enemies at once than just like have a hard time fighting one enemy at a time. And having to play defensively too. I don't know. I think things are definitely. This is one of those games. The cool thing about it is this is one of those games that improves the more you play it. The more Fury levels up, the easier the game gets, and the stronger she gets, which really does change everything. So this game's always going to be at its worst when you first start the game, because you're going to be underpowered. Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, if you got some links, shoot, you can go ahead and post them. Yeah, Darksiders, I bet, because the Legacy of Kain series makes some really good toys, so I bet the Darksiders crew makes, because they're comic book figures too, so I'm sure they make really good action figures. Now that you say that, I don't know if I've seen even a single Darksiders action figure. Screw you. Screw you guys. Oh yeah, I gotta actually do this.
Sloth. I heard tales, but truly, he is a terrible sight to behold. I think I may be sick.
If only Strife was there, he could just snipe this guy over here. Yeah, I gotta fight Wrath. Not.
This will be fun.
I not only have to fight Wrath, I have to defeat Wrath, which is a whole problem.
Farewell for now.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be another choke point. I got him good last time, but I leveled up a little bit differently. What game in the Legacy came start with for that franchise? I would say, as a new player, it's always good to start with the first game. But the thing is, with Legacy of Kain, the first game does frustrate some people. It doesn't help the fact that the load times in it on the PlayStation version are really bad. And on the PC, it's really difficult to get that game to work properly because it's a really old game. I would say the first game, but honestly, you're probably better off playing Soul Reaver 1. That's probably the best one to start with. But if you like God of War, you might like Legacy of Kain Defiance. That one's like a mixture of God of War and Devil May Cry. The weird thing about Defiance though is it's the final game in the series. But I recommend the first one. Blood Omen. Blood Omen plays like a bloody and mature Legend of Zelda. So if you like Zelda games, you'll probably end up liking Blood Omen 1. My favorite game in the series is Soul Reaver 2, but that one is... you know what? I actually started the series with Soul Reaver 2. And the gameplay in Soul Reaver 2 isn't the best. The puzzles are really good, the combat is so-so, but the story is so good. So if I recommend it, if you want to play the series like I played it, start with Soul Reaver 2, then play Soul Reaver 1, and then Blood Omen 2, and then Defiance, and then Blood Omen 1. That's how I did it. And it didn't really detract from my enjoyment of the series either. Okay, so we got another red eye over here.
The worst of the smells come from above.
Shit. Oh, the bug messed me up a little bit. Shit. I hate how they hold the attacks. I was gonna start my spam, my loop, but try to dodge. He fucking held that attack. Yeah, Soul Reaver, man, the Legacy of Kain series. That one's it's really tough to recommend which games to start with in that one. But I guess just knowing from how you like what games you like to play, I guess Defiance is like the easiest one to recommend, even though that's the final in the series. But they each have like heavy duty positives and negatives about them. For you. There we go, finally. And then it's loot. I think if they ever remastered the first Blood Omen game, that'll be really easy to recommend. But as it is, it's really hard to recommend that one first because it has so many issues with gotta make sure he doesn't fall off. Dude. Stop it. Oh, I hate this guy so much. I want his drop, that's why I don't want him to fall down. So I would have just been able to cheese him there, but he was right on the edge. Yeah, they just need to remaster all the Legacy of Kain games. They need like an HD collection. If they ever make an HD collection, I can easily recommend just playing them in order. Blood Omen 1, Soul Reaver 1, Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2, Defiance. Easy. But without that, you can honestly play them in any order you want to. Okay, asshole. Let's go. Oh, 3 hits and he kills me. He spams the hell out of that unblockable. Well, there is no blocking, but it's a hyper armor attack. He spams the hell out of that shit. Right. The best way of going about this really is you got to get that dodge down pat. So I guess I got to work on that. This damn dodge. I'm reckoning the dodge window has been reduced. Oh, okay, you just fall on him. Make sure he doesn't fall off. And I apologize. Again, my internet sucks. So what happened was I was fighting the red eye enemy out there, and I ended up accidentally coming into this tunnel because Fury, if you get remotely close to these tunnels like this, like you see how far away from it I am, she starts crouching. So that's gonna mess up the little loop I had this guy in. This might actually get me killed too. If she doesn't come out of this thing for a nice, you gotta get way far away from the hole for her to come out of it. Look at this. Look at this stupid shit. Oh my god. Cut it out. Why would they do that? Why would they put that tunnel so close to this stupid enemy? Look at this. Jeez. Yeah, each of the horsemen is very unique. I was wondering how Strife was actually gonna work, because how can you do a Darksiders game with all guns? But Genesis makes it work really well. And all they have to do with like a 3D game featuring Strife, like a full-on Darksiders game, they really just have to do the same thing they did with the Genesis and be just as fun. Because in Genesis, Strife also has a melee attack, but his guns are his main way of attacking. The thing I also like about the horsemen is that they also use each other's weapons too. Like Death sometimes uses Strife's guns, War sometimes uses Strife guns, and War sometimes uses Death's scythe. That's really cool. Now we enter another choke point. I like to take this guy out. He gives you something. Could be wrong about that. Oh, he hit me good. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to get up. Yeah, this guy always gives me trouble. But he's not that hard to figure out. What I need to figure out is it worth it to fight him? That's the thing I need to figure out right now. I'm gonna see what he drops. He might drop like adamant type. I don't think he gives that much experience though. Guess I don't really care about the XP. Alright. Frenzy. What are you guarding, sir? Oh, he has the rejuvenation core, okay. Oh, he still hit me with that shit. On over. Gotcha. Haha. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Really? These guys are doing that much damage? He's not that hard once you figure him out. Once he starts doing predictable stuff. As long as you don't get too greedy. There we go. There we go. He's not too bad. How much experience does he give?
To face a worthy foe.
Oh crap!
Time before their inevitable destruction.
Don't dislocate your arm patting yourself on the back. How do you plan on dealing with that, my bloodthirsty mistress?
Well, I guess you kind of have to take him out in order to do this without Oh, you have to kill him. Okay. There's no optional about it. You have to kill that guy. I wanted to see how many experience points he gave, but all of it went here. Strife does have a horse. Let me see if I can get you a link to it. Strife does have a horse. They actually all have horses. There's a cool image of it. I actually have the image during my stream intro. But I can't get a good picture of it. This one is like has the Devil May Cry characters too, but the best image I can find on short notice. If it's just Strife's horse, I'll probably get you a photo of that. His horse is called Mayhem. The heck is it so hard to find art of stuff? Okay. Yeah, Strife's horse is called Mayhem. I think his horse is like the only one that wears heavy armor like that too. Oh, I didn't want you to eat that stuff. The thing I like the most is that this game has a run button. Such a small thing, but I really enjoy it. Oh, get the one that's right here. This is this the Strife fight already? I don't think. No, this is this area. Okay. Okay. That's where I wanna. Okay, so we got a Strife fight coming up. I guess it doesn't matter if I die. I kind of want to use experience though. Shoot, how close am I to leveling up? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think my favorite bosses in the series are probably still the Chosen. Probably just because they're the first ones. I like the fact that they were basically the lieutenants of the Destroyer. They seem overall to be the strongest bosses too. Because even when War was full power, he had trouble with them.
What would you ask of this? Will be fun for both of us. As you would.
See, we had the Chosen in Darksiders 1. Darksiders 3 has the Sins. So Darksiders 3 has the best theming of all 3 games. Well, all 4 games. Darksiders 2 had the most various bosses. All types of bosses, really. The main bosses were just like really powerful beings from the worlds they inhabited.
Music to my ears.
Feel the burn of heaven.
This guy. This guy's gonna give me some trouble.
He doesn't dismembering angels.
We all need a hobby.
I hope you've left something for me. I'll try not to enjoy this too much.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
They really turned my back to this guy. Why would you start the fight like that? Okay, so there's entirely too much going on right now. Like all at once. My game glitched out. I spawned into the Wrath boss fight backwards. The game froze a little bit as he was chasing me down. And then it looks like the stream went down for a little bit too. Because of my internet. So that was a bit much. All at the same time.
What would you ask of this
Plus dealing with strife and trying to figure out how to approach it too.
Take your time.
So I was thinking, as that cutscene was going on, that might as well come back here and level up. Level up my weapon a little bit. I could probably level it up maybe once. But a little bit of extra damage goes a long way. And I needed Nephilim's Respite. I was just thinking about like how the game does not replenish it unless you die, which is annoying. Or it does it randomly. It's all very annoying. Just another reason why it's like, do I want to do this Reckoning mode? Because
Well met, Fury.
just annoying.
All right. Let's see what.
Or do I want to start off Reckoning mode with default difficult or default combat mode?
Didn't think it was possible.
I can do 2. Sweet.
You're even devils up above that interested. What do you, Fury?
Yeah, that's really cool. They even mention him in Darksiders 2.
What would you ask of this humble?
If you didn't notice, his brother is actually Thane from Darksiders 2. The first maker that you end up fighting. Alright, back we go.
Please take your time.
The cool thing, he has his fingers in all 3 mainline games. They might have mentioned him in Genesis as well, but he didn't have much of an impact in Genesis. If they mentioned him at all, I'm not even sure. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this. Okay, now we should be able to get through Wrath tonight. Yeah, yep, you should go back and watch one of those episodes. Whichever one, I don't even know which one it is, to be honest with you. So I guess I can't recommend that. But yeah, Thane says it. He says his brother was him and his brother used to fight stuff off world. And he mentioned his brother is the Black Hammer or something like that. Wish I had the exact quote. Maybe I can get it right quick. They don't have the quote. But the wiki also mentions that he's Wulthane's brother. I'm trying to remember the quote. Dang, man, I can't remember the quote, but yeah, they're definitely brothers. I might link it to you. Might go through one of the episodes I recorded and link. Let's do this. This fight is so kind of glitchy. The hell? I'll get you with that. Now this is some God of War music right here. Ooh. He obliterated me. 2 hits from this guy just kills you. It's gonna be a long fight. And this is one of the reasons I don't want to do this on Reckoning mode default, because this boss is so tanky. All right, let's just do it. Yes, Havoc mode is the best. As if you can build it up in time, though. It's gonna take a couple fights before I get it to full. I can't really think of a better way of going about this, though. Like, you just have to fight him here. There's no, like, alternate paths or anything like that. Like there are with the other sins, you just have to fight this guy. If we can make this first part less glitchy. It's still kind of glitchy. Yeah, still glitchy. What the hell? Why is this first part so glitchy? Yeah, fight is going pretty well. Unfortunately, my internet can't keep up. He's really trying to do some new shit. Oof. Need that Havoc mode to hurry up. He's really trying to take me out. There we go. Oof, okay. Oof. Trying to change it up a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely something to do with the textures. It seemed to happen like every time they loaded the barriers to the fight. This right here is the worst scene in the game. No horse. Dang it, Rampage.
It's funny what you remember in between.
It is cool how she defeats him right here, though.
My siblings used to refer to you as the dumb one. Yes! The harder you fight, the stronger I get.
I'll tear you apart!
Oh, you think you're angry? You barely scratched the surface.
Ew.
Then let me dig.
Ooh. Got him good with that one. Fortunately for him, not gonna be it for old Wrath.
We will set up war. The others, there are greater forces at work here. Watcher, help.
Something is wrong with the world.
Delicate order is imbalanced.
Yeah, Fury and Wrath. They probably should have did more with those two characters because they're very similar.
Step forward. Now I ask of both angel and demon. Do you arrive here of your own free will? The tenants of the Hollowing demand it.
I do, Lord of the Hollows.
As do I. You have both fought this war since the dawn of time. You are weary. Yet, immortality prevents the ultimate respite. The Lord of the Hollows alone can bestow upon you this gift. The final release. No longer will your souls be recycled time time again to fight for heaven and hell.
That's his own dimension.
You wear your ignorance on your face. The true consequences of this so-called war for balance are beyond your comprehension. Perhaps I should hollow you. A watcher. This only confirms what I already held to be true. You are just a puppet. The Council is playing you to further their own machinations.
Enough! Unlike you, I have not.
Yeah, Lord of
come to this
Hollows is really
place for
cool.
personal gain.
If it wasn't for him, Fury would not have accomplished her mission.
To protect the balance you
She really,
broke.
or he really helped power her up.
She speaks the truth, O Lord, and she is tenacious to say the least.
Your words carry no weight with me. They stink of lies. Prove your commitment to balance.
The Lord of Hollows. I forgot what that is on his back. I've never fought the Lord of Hollows. I always fight Abraxas every time I do this. And Abraxas is very tough. My lord, Abraxas is ridiculous. But no, I actually like the Lord of Hollows.
This is more than a test of battle.
But I never fight
A
him.
demonstration, horseman. You wasn't quick to combat. Your whip ready to crack. True righteousness requires true.
I guess I'll try it this time.
If this was a test, you have failed. To resist a call to raw impulse is a different type of strength.
Spare your wisdom. I know my strength, and when I prove it to the Council, I alone will lead the Horsemen. The Seven will be destroyed, along with their designs for a world far more hideous than the apocalypse we already know.
Very well. You will need this.
This guy just exudes power.
A flame hollow? For what purpose?
Even I am aware that there are times when sides must be chosen. Take this weapon, and know that I have chosen mine. But take heed, horseman. The universe has so many faces. Your survival depends on what you have learned here. You must open your eyes to much more than that which gazes back at you from the mirror.
Fine. Can we go now?
Not quite yet. There is the matter of Abraxas to discuss.
Abraxas.
The demon meddler. If Earth is to remain intact, he must be dealt with. He threatens your balance. His very soul must be brought to me.
I see. And you want me to do it?
Who better?
I'll consider it. No guarantees.
Then you and your watcher be gone.
Well, we'll be siding with the Abraxas this time. Flame Hollow. My favorite Hollow. Probably just because it's the first Hollow.
The fire hollow. Something changes when I hold it. I can feel its power coursing through my hands.
One thing I am upset about is that they got rid of the there used to be a little method that you could use to dash faster through lava and through everything else. It was like a charged dash. Yeah, like this.
I feel nothing. Like wading through a pond.
Like this has been nerfed. At least I think it has. Yeah. I don't know, that feels as fast as it used to be, but sometimes it feels nerfed. Whoa. Whoa, where the hell am I? Dude, where am I? Whoa, hey Phoenix, you see this? Where am I? Whoa, I never got here before. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. That definitely wasn't supposed to happen. Let's see, you said Abraxas looks like demon boss from Darksiders 2. Also, lava back where Warden is. Yeah, Abraxas looks a lot like Samael, who's actually one of my favorite characters in the series. This is crazy. Where is this? Whoa, luminous visage. Well, apparently you can come here because they actually put items down here. Oh, so this is just like a secret little area. I never knew about this. How about that? Got a luminous visage, adamantine. Yeah, I thought it was a glitch, but this actually looks to be just a secret area. Nice. Anything else? There looks to be no real reason to come to this part of it. Well, I guess you learn something new every day. Wow. Did not know about this in any of my playthroughs of this game. Okay, so you come over here, grab that, the luminous visage. And over there is the adamantine, and it looks like that is all there is to this area. Interesting. And this takes us back to appear to be anything else around here. Making sure. Nope, that looks to be it. Oh, that's what you were saying. Huh. I've come down to Warden before, but I don't remember this ever being accessible down here. Whoa. That was cool. Oh, he has the Ark of the Covenant back there. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even notice they took my souls. That does suck.
Incredible.
I guess they're trying to tell you that Wrath really isn't dead. So you get no souls for Wrath. Yeah, it really makes you wonder though, who the hell is the Lord of Hollows?
Ah, Fury! How kind of you to pay me a visit. I trust the slaying is going well.
None of your concern, demon.
Your tone
I fought Wicked K in
betrays
every
your
game
heart.
except for this one.
You see, I was right after all, yes? You and your kin have been deceived.
That's no secret. But by who?
Surely angels are the most likely suspect. Wouldn't you agree after what happened to dear old Rampage?
You are not fit to speak his name.
No need to unleash your might on me, horseman. Look to those who would benefit from your failure. Your enemies are closer than you think.
No souls. Alright, so I'll go for a little bit longer. Probably, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get up to fight the secret boss. Probably try to fight the secret boss for a little bit. Change record. Jesus. No. No. Jeez. That was all bad. Oh, got it right in the face. Yep, I've yet to do the DLC yet. You guys will see me do the DLC for the first time on stream. I'm actually pretty excited about it. I know Wicked K is going to be tough too. He always is. But by the time I get to the DLC, I'll have a really nice build going. There we go, got some healing. Alright, this guy, he's tough, but he can potentially be easy.
I can see a similarity here. The flame speaks to us.
Whoa, really? Well, in Darksiders 1, honestly what I do with K is I just go Chaos form. Wicked K is never too tough for me. Number one. Considering that.
Look above his head. The crystal.
Whoa, really? Jeez. Jesus, really? No. Come on. No. This is why I will prefer classic mode, because I'll be able to heal in that situation without having to stop everything I'm doing. Ah, man, that's annoying. At least I made it here. Alright, you guys suck. I need you all to die. Nope. Come on. That's fine. That's fine. Wait. This is where you get the first invigoration core.
Great. This will be fun for both of us. As you wish. Do make sure they scream, horseman.
Skeletons are kind of tough, goodness. Take a lot of damage to kill them. I thought there was an enemy down here. I think once you come out of here, the enemy pops up. Where you at?
It appears your poor lost soul found purpose. Aren't you thrilled?
There's a really easy way to take these guys out. You do have to first open the door, which I didn't do. I just gotta hit this, don't I? If you can get through this door in time, these idiots just follow you into the lava. We're going to use this to fight that secret boss. So this will be the last thing I do tonight, is fight the secret boss. I don't plan on defeating him, but I do want to get a couple rounds in. I'm gonna try to. This month is a crazy busy month. I'm gonna be moving and all that. Plus, there's a lot of other stuff going on. So, I'm gonna try to stream pretty much every night for the next couple of days. The days you can really expect me to stream are gonna be on Wednesday and Thursday, but I'm gonna try to get some streams going throughout the week.
Perhaps these webs are not an obstacle, but an asset. If there were a way to use them to reach that crystal.
But definitely tomorrow, yeah. I'm gonna try to stream earlier tomorrow too, probably around 8 o'clock, and get a lot of hours in. I want to get maybe 5 hours of streaming in tomorrow.
They are old. Neither of heaven nor hell, to be sure.
So probably like 8 till,
Perhaps.
what is it, 8 till
Perhaps.
1?
I'm a
8 till 2 will get
clever
us 6 hours, so maybe I'll do 6
Even
hours.
I do not know everything, especially when it
And get
comes
this guy to kill himself too.
minds of men.
And unfortunately, my internet's gonna be trash at least until Wednesday. Hopefully, they'll be able to fix it Wednesday. But looking like I'm gonna have these same problems until at least Wednesday. But in case you didn't catch what I said before the internet went down just now, I can't even remember. I can't even remember. I think it was something about the stream, but I can't even remember. Oh, this room's a nightmare. I don't think I want to do this room. Okay, that guy. He's the main problem. Man, yeah, my internet is really crappy right now. Really crappy right now. Alright, yeah, I don't want to prolong this. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just kind of, I won't explore this room like I want to. You know, I really, really want to. There's some really good stuff in this room. I will just leave. Ow. Right in the butt. I'll explore that room tomorrow, I guess. There's some good stuff in there, though. There's some good enhancement materials in there.
What would you ask of me? This will be fun for both of us. As you...
Cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a few rounds with this boss over here. Oh shit. I'll use since I have so many right now. But
The earth never ceases to impress with its variety of abominations.
I thought they had all been destroyed.
You know these things?
When they were free, we saw them as
oh. Gotcha. Yeah. See how he holds everything. I want to do a couple runs of this boss, but my internet is so bad tonight that I'm gonna have to cut it short. I'm gonna do one more run and that's it. Oh man, yeah, I wanted to get at least a couple of runs in. Man, this internet is just went from bad to worse. Alright. You can lure all these idiots. Okay, so I just gotta keep in mind that he holds all of his attacks forever. Forever and a day. I have to fight him with that in mind. There we go. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I should have waited to use this until he was like near the end of his health bar. It's really not that hard. The hell? Did some weird shit that time. Got him. Awesome. And that's going to come in handy for a really good weapon build. So I hope that was captured. Okay, cool. This guy really isn't that difficult. I definitely highly recommend doing this boss fight early to get that. And then you'll have the material you need to fully level up one of your enhancements. As a matter of fact, you don't have to do this as soon as possible. You can do this when you have a stronger weapon, but I just wanted to show you guys that it wasn't that difficult. As long as you keep in mind that he holds all of his attacks, except for like one of them. Oh. That went pretty well. That went pretty well. I did want to get the stuff. I did want to explore and get all the cool stuff in that room, but I guess I'll wait to do that. Yeah, he's a bastard. When I played this off camera, I lost pretty much 19 times out of 20 against that guy. So I thought I was gonna have to fight against him like a couple of times tonight, but just twice. So I guess tomorrow, since my internet's acting up so bad tonight, tomorrow I'll go through that area and just pick everything up, pick up all the items, some really good stuff. And then we'll come through here. This area is really tough, so we'll come through here and get everything, and shoot, we'll have some fun tomorrow. So appreciate you for hanging out tonight, Postal Phoenix. Hope you had a good time. I'll see if I can find that clip for you with Thane and with Thane saying his brother's the Black Hammer. I'll see if I can find that for you for tomorrow. But appreciate everybody for watching tonight. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and your loved ones. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Should be joining you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. At the latest, maybe 9 or 10, but I'll let you guys know ahead of time. Anyways, guys, take care. Till next time. Peace. I wish she would look at you guys instead of whatever she's looking at. Alright, guys, till next time. Peace.